number 26 now we go for the Vanarama National League. Who's going to kick off 2023 with a bit of a bang? Who's going to kick off with a bit of a stutter? We're going to take a look at that and more next. That's right, folks. Bounce game and a prediction video today. We're recording match number 26, aka New Year's Day fixtures, and we'll get to that in just a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button back to all things National League related, blah blah related, woo, football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one roof. Of course, I am recording this ahead of schedule. I'll let you know that now. I'm recording on the 23rd of December, so I don't even know what's going on with the Boxing Day. So we'll look at those in a second. Of course, people shout about VIPs, of course. But yeah, there's a lot going on, so we are recording ahead. Otherwise, I won't be able to keep up with you guys. So this is where we're at. These were the Boxing Game games on the left-hand side. My picks, real. On the right side, the big mystery. Did Deadpool FC get their victory over Solihull Moors? What about the other way around? What about Notts County? Did they keep their win up against Oldham? Wow. We'll have a look at that in a minute. I think, actually, aren't they playing each other again? I'm just... yeah, they are right. They are bloody right. How mad is that? Just clock that. So these two are locking horns on Boxing Day. Wrexham against Solihull Moors, and then they're also locking horns on New Year's Day. Or the New Year's Day-ish. So how mad is that? So I went with a 3-1 win for Wrexham on this one. But of course, you will know. But anyway, they're going to be locking horns again. Again, this table looks what it looks like right now as a recording, but it could all change by the time it comes back to you. Anyway, if you want to get involved with the Prediction League, cut your forecast on League. It is free. But these are the games we're taking a look at. Link is also down below. There should be a table here, but who gives a shit? Because we're talking about New Year's Day. We're talking about Boreham Wood up against Barnet, of course. That's actually taking place on the 2nd of Jan. According to my played each other 10 times, 2018, 4 for Boreham Wood, 1 for Barnet. It's 5 draws, of course. Biggest win for Boreham Wood, 5-0 win. Sorry, 3-0 win. The biggest win the other way, a 1-0 win. Boreham Wood scored 11 goals compared to Barnet's 6 over the course of those 10 games. 0.60 goals a game compared to 1.1 goal a game for Boreham Wood. Last round, though, of course, over at Boreham Wood as a 0-0 draw back in January 2022. Do I have any odds on this one? Barnet against Boreham Wood? It's the other way around, isn't it? Boreham Wood against Barnet. No, I do not. I have no odds on this one, but I would say a victory for Boreham Wood here. 2-0 win for them. And again, they're also locking horns on the 26th of December. How creepy and weird is that? I think it's very, very creepy, weird. And also, moving forward is Bromley against Southend coming at you on New Year's Day. That's, of course, the first of the first, 2023. Oh, gosh. Computer is playing silly beggars on me. Don't do it to me. There we go. Play each other 2 times. 21, nothing for Bromley. 1 for Southend. 1 draw, of course. Play each other. Actually, the biggest win. The only win for Southend. 2-0 win. They've scored 3 goals compared to Bromley's 1 over the course of those 2 games. Works out about 0.5 goals a game for Bromley compared to 1.5 goals a game for Southend United. Last time around, though, over at Bromley, it was a 1-1 draw back in Boxing Day 2021. Creepy once again. And again, it's everybody. Everybody's playing against each other. It's the complete flip-aroundy. Flip-aroundy. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, Bromley against Southend this time. Not Southend against Bromley, but I'm going to go with a win for Bromley on this one. I don't even know what I went with the last round. But anyway, 1-0 win for Bromley to keep the dream moving on. They're also doing all right, aren't they, in the table? Bromley, 11th in the table. Not too shabby. Kicking off forward, though, it is Eastleigh up against Dorking, of course, come out on New Year's Day as well. Play each other according to my eyes as the computer takes a turn. I'm asking a lot from today, aka computer, to work this out. Come on, let's everybody work it out. Work it. I don't know what's going on. Maybe if I click on it again, now I've completely messed around with it. We want bloody non-league, buddy, non-league, and it is Matchday number 26. And it's Eastleigh. We can't be doing this all the time. Play each other just a one time, of course, 2022. It was a 1 win for Eastleigh. Of course, 3-1 win it was. Of course, that was way back at Dorking. So not at Eastleigh, back in October 2022. So this will be the 3rd time they play each other. The previous match was, of course, on Boxing Day, which we don't know what's going on. As for this game, we have no odds. And we've got to go with my gut. My gut says a 2-1 win for Eastleigh against Dorking. Not Dorking against Eastleigh, but Eastleigh against Dorking. Meanwhile, kicking on forward, we are taking a look at Chesterfield up against Scunthorpe coming at you over at Chesterfield. Now these two sides, again, it's just not playing nice today. What's going on with my machine here? I think I'm going to have to do it the hard way. Played each other, of course, 20 times in 2004, 2 wins for Chesterfield, 11 wins for Scunthorpe, 7 draws, of course. Biggest win for Chesterfield, 4-1 win. The biggest win in the way, a 3-0 win. Chesterfield scored just 21 goals compared to Scunthorpe's 37 over the course of those 20 matches. Works out about 1.05 goals a game compared to Scunthorpe's 1.85 goals a game over the course of those 20 matches. Last time around, though, over at Chesterfield, it was a 3-0 win for Scunthorpe back in October 2016 in League One, of course. Got to go with my gut. My gut says a 3-0 win here for Chesterfield as they make a push for the top two, should we say. Gateshead. They're going to be taking on, of course, York City as well this coming New Year's Day-ish fixtures. Gateshead was York City. Oh my gosh, this is so confusing. So confusing. Gateshead against York. I have no idea. I really have no idea. Played 11 times, 2009, 5 wins for Gateshead, 4 for York, 2 draws, of course. Biggest win for Gateshead, 6-1 win. The biggest win of the way, a 3-0 win. But goals scored, 1.82 on average by Gateshead over the course of those 11 games. 1.36 goals scored by York heading into this. Last time around, though, over at Gateshead, it was a 2-0 win for Gateshead back in December 2021. That was in the National League North here. Going to go with my gut again, go 2-1 win for York here, who are down to 16th at the moment, not doing great at the moment. Meanwhile, kicking off forward, it is Woking up against Aldershot right now. Coming at you on the New Year's Day as well, and they play each other 27 times. They've done 3, 6 wins for Woking, 17 wins for Aldershot, 4 draws, of course. Woking, the biggest win for them over Aldershot, 2-0 win. The biggest win of the way, a 4-0 win. Aldershot just scored 47 goals compared to Woking's 28 over the course of 27 games. Works out about 1.04 goals a game compared to 1.74 goals a game by Aldershot. Last time around, over at Woking, it was a 3-2 win for Aldershot back in January 2022. Around about this time last season. How creepy is that? It's all being creepy right now. But the odds for this one, got no odds. 2-0 win for Woking, who are in the mix for playoffs, up to 4th in the table at the moment. Halifax Town up against Altrincham, of course. Come at you also on New Year's Day. Played each other called My Eyes around about 21 times, 2005. 9 wins for Halifax, 5 for Altrincham, 7 draws, of course. Biggest win for Halifax, 5-2 win. The biggest win of the way, a 3-1 win. Halifax scored 36 goals compared to Altrincham's 30 over the course of those 21 games. Works out about 1.71 goals a game compared to Altrincham's 1.43. Last time around, over at Halifax, it was a 1-0 win for, 2-0 win, for Halifax back in August 2021. Got no odds here, but my odds going with Halifax, who are on the turn here. 3-1 win for them, as they, of course, can maybe get their dream back on track for playoffs. Maidenhead up against Wealdstone, of course, coming at you over at Maidenhead. Played each other 14 times, 2014. 4 wins apiece, 6 draws, of course. Biggest win for Maidenhead, 6-0 win. The biggest win of the way, a 4-1 win. Wealdstone scored just 15 goals compared to Maidenhead's 22 over the course of those 14 games. Works out about 1.07 goals a game for Wealdstone, and 1.57 goals a game for Maidenhead. Last time around, over at Maidenhead, it was a 2-0 win for Wealdstone back in March 2022, of course. But the bookies are being quiet on this one, as they are with the rest. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw in the end, point apiece on this one. Which way will it go? Let me know down below. Maidstone locking horns up against Dagenham and Redbridge coming at you over at Maidstone. It's actually on the 2nd of Jan, of course, over at Maidstone. But 8 times, 2015, 4 for Dagenham, 2 for Maidstone, 2 draws, of course. Maidstone's biggest win over Dagenham, 2-0 win. The biggest win in the way, a 3-0 win. Dagenham scored 9 goals compared to the 6 of Maidstone over the course of those 8 games. 0.75 goals a game for Maidstone, 1.13 goals a game for Dagenham. Last time around, over at Maidstone in the league, was a 3-0 win for Dagenham back in January 2019. But the odds here go in favour of my gut. My gut says a 1-0 win for Dagenham. That's right, 3 points in the bag, and of course making a push again towards the top end of the table. Kicking off forward, it's Oldham up against the leaders as of recording, Notts County. Played with 18 times in 1984, and we got 7 wins for Oldham. We got 4 wins for Notts County, and we got 7 draws, of course. Oldham, though, biggest win for them, 5-1 win. The biggest win, 3-2 win. Notts County scored just 16 goals compared to Oldham's 29 over the course of those 18 games. Works out about 0.89 goals a game for Notts County, 1.61 goals a game for Oldham. Last time round, over at Oldham was a 2-0 win for Oldham back in January 2019. That was in League 2. That's right, that's League 2 to you and me. But this one, I think it's going to go the other way. 2-0 win for, for Notts County on this one. That's right, of course, again, these sides, I think all of them are locking horns with each other on Boxing Day. So strange. It's such a strange old league, is the old National League. Meanwhile, Solihull Moors against Wrexham again. That's right, this time coming at you over at Solihull Moors on the 2nd of Jan. Played 14 times, 2012. 4 wins for Solihull Moors, 7 wins for Wrexham, and we got 3 draws, of course. Wrexham's 2-0 win was the biggest over Solihull Moors. Biggest win the other way, 4-0 win for Solihull Moors. We scored 15 goals apiece between the two sides, books on about 1.07 goals a game heading into this. Last time around, though, over in Solihull was a 2-2 draw back in August 2021, and again the two sides have just locked horns, but I don't know what went on there. This time around, I think Solihull Moors will take the victory, a 2-1 win, back to, I think, inflict some revenge on Wrexham, who did beat them just the other day on Boxing Day. And then wrap it up, it is Yeovil up against Torquay United, also on the 2nd, no, it's actually the 1st of Jan, of course, New Year's Day. I played to the 13 times, 3, 5 wins for Yeovil, 7 wins for Torquay, 1 draw, of course. Biggest win for Yeovil, 6-2 win, the biggest win in the way, 6 6-1 win. A bit of a derby this one. 27 goals scored by Yeovil, 35 scored by Torquay in those 13 games. Works out about 2.08 goals a game for Yeovil, 2.69 goals a game for Torquay. Last round over in Yeovil, it was a 2-1 win for Torquay back in 2nd of Jan as well last season. But this time around, I'm going to go with a win for Yeovil here. 1-0 win for them. 3 points in the can. And again, keeping the dream alive. That's my stake of play of the New Year's Day games in the National League. And of course, get your own in here, Cut It for Non-League. And hopefully the next time you see me, I think, we'll be back to normality, I believe. So until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell, of course. Until then, I'll see you soon for the next one. But keep on keeping on and get your picks in. Until then, I'll see you soon, very, very soon.